Hi everybody. Today we are going to draw Ronan the Librarian. So we know that he's a barbarian and we've seen the pictures from the cover and the illustrations inside the book. So let's get started with making a similar illustration. All right, we're going to start with a curve up like this and then a curve down like this so it's symmetrical. So what I did on this side is the same I did on this side. And then I'm going to connect them across like this. And then I'm going to extend it down a little bit on both sides in a straight line. And then I'm going to connect here. This is going to be Ronan's helmet. And his helmet has horns. So I'm going to do these 4 small lines, 2 on this side, 2 on this side, and then connect them. These are where the horns are mounted on his helmet. So the horns are going to be drawn like this. Curve up, curve down, curve up, curve down. So there we have his helmet. So now we want to draw his nose. His nose is going to start with 2 parallel lines that are vertical, and then we're going to connect them with this small horizontal line. And then we're going to give him his nostrils, which are 2 circles like this. Then we're going to start his eyes with 1 line horizontal going across on the other side. These are going to be his brows, so we're just going to make tiny rectangles from those. Those are going to be his eyebrows, and then we're going to just do some U shapes underneath them. 1 U and another. Now you can have his eyes be crossed or looking straight ahead or looking to the side. I'm going to do looking to the side like that. All right, he has a big burly mustache and beard. So we're going to do 1 part of the mustache and then a second part of the mustache. Then we are going to do a beard. So we're going to make it really bushy and curly. So we're just going to start at the helmet and go curly like this. So it's like all of his hair is attached to the beard. And then we're going to give him a little space here where his mouth would be. Then we're going to draw where his shoulders would be. And then there's a metal pointy part of his hat or his helmet. It's going to go right there. And lastly, we're going to give him an ear popping out on this side and an ear popping out on this side. And there he is. Now, you can color him on your own, or you can stay with the video and watch me color. I'm going to color his beard and hair black. So go ahead and grab your black crayon or colored pencil, or if you're using markers. And we're going to go ahead and color everything that is his beard and mustache. Remember to fill in all the white space so that it looks like a completed full illustration. While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and color in his nostrils. 1, 2. Get those colored in, and do the rest of his beard as well. Remember, all of his hair is black, just like in the pictures from the book. Don't color over his ears. Those are popping out of the black bushy hair. Try and remember to stay inside the lines and to color as neatly as possible and not rush, because you want to have a finished product that you can be proud of. Now it's okay if you color over other parts that you've already colored, like his mustache, because it's the same color. So see how I'm coloring over it again? It doesn't really matter. You just gotta be careful when you get to the parts that aren't supposed to be black that you're not coloring in those spaces, because you want the ear to pop out. When it's tiny spots, you want to be really careful that you're coloring neatly, and then when it's these bigger spaces, you can color with bigger, broader strokes. Fill in that beard. It's got a lot of bushy hair to fill in for old Ronan the Librarian. Invading villages for books. That's how he started his own library. Remember from the story? At first he thought books were worthless, and then he discovered the amazing power of a story. And I hope that you have found that too, and will continue to read at home throughout all your years. Get that mustache filled in nicely. There's all of his hair. I'm going to go ahead and do his eyebrows the same way. Now, if you chose to do something other than black, maybe you wanted to do an orange beard and orange eyebrows and orange mustache, that would be fine too. Maybe your character is a friend of our Mr. Ronan. I'm going to take a gray and do the metal piece on his helmet here, and then all of the metal pieces that are his helmet as well. So the trim of his helmet right here is going to also be gray because it's made out of metal. And then these pieces that are holding the horns on his helmet are also made of metal, and so I'm going to use the gray to fill in those pieces. Now on the cover of the book, it shows that his helmet is actually brown. So I'm going to find a brown. This is chestnut, it's like a brown. I'm going to color in the main part of his helmet with that brown color. Remember when you get close to the edges to be really careful not to go over and to get all those little white spaces filled in, but without being sloppy or messy. You don't want to go over the lines because you want it to look like a completed illustration that you'll be proud of. Now on the cover of the book, it shows the horns are kind of a yellowish color. You could do a peach, so I'm going to use it like an apricot. So usually those horns are probably made out of some sort of bone. So you want some sort of lighter color. You could even leave them white if you wanted to. I'm just going to fill it in with this apricot color just to give it a completed look. Now I am going to leave the whites of his eyes white, obviously. And then I need to color his skin. And so I'm going to find another skin color. And you can choose a skin color that you want to use. You can either stay true to the illustrations in the story, or you can give him a different skin shade. Here is one I'm going to use. It kind of looks like the bone color, huh? This one's called peach and the other one was called apricot, so you can barely tell a difference. Coloring in the nose, above the eyes. I color in this mouth area. And of course, don't want to forget the ears. Now, just for some added color, he is wearing a red outfit throughout the story, so I'm going to find a red. If you want to stay true to the story, you can use red as well, or you can choose something else. I'm going to use red and go ahead and color in the rest of Ronan's outfit that we see where his shoulders are, and then down below his beard. And we will have drawn our Ronan, our version of Ronan the Librarian. I hope that you enjoyed the story today, and I hope more than anything that eventually our school library will be open for you to check out books. And in the meantime, I hope that you're reading lots of books that you may have at home, maybe finding in the free little libraries around your neighborhood. Maybe you're buying books online, and don't forget, you can access ebooks through my backpack in the ebooks folder. So just search ebooks on my backpack, and you'll find lots of free resources and places where you can check out ebooks online. But I'm really hopeful that we will be able to get real books into your hands very soon so that you can have some time away from the screen, because that's very important. Now that school is practically all on screen, we want to find some moments where you can get away from the screen, and that would be spending time with real books. So there he is. There's our Ronan the Librarian. I hope that you enjoyed drawing him today with me, and that you enjoyed the story. Remember, we will do this every week in the Google Classroom. And you can be sure to send me a picture of your Ronans or post them on the Google Classroom so that everyone can see them, or email them to me. Your parents can email them to me at Michael, M-I-C-H-A-E-L, .rawls, R-A-W-L-S, at atlanta.k12.ga.us. I can't wait to see all of your illustrations, and thanks for drawing with me today.